Okay, guys, we're doing we're doing Monday, Tuesday. Happy December! It's December, Christmas, yeah. So this is genuinely my favorite time of year. Today is Thursday, and I just recorded the Wednesday, Thursday video because I was slacking this week. But we hit a big fat snow in Massachusetts today. First snow of the season. I am looking up fake trees on Amazon right now because no matter how broke I am, I gotta have a Christmas tree, baby. We're starting with Tuesday. I didn't take any trade. I wasn't looking at the chart Tuesday, so this is all new to me. But just looking at the price action, it looks horrendous. And sometimes we see that. We see it go down and then take you back up because this is a bull market, baby. It is what it is. And we just want the 200 on this. So let's just start at 9, dude. Yeah. Wow, this sucks. So, yeah, Wednesday what we were seeing also was just so many wicks, just far too many wicks to count. Just not enough wicks. And you kind of see, I'm also going to have to remember how to use this platform. It's just the worst supply zone ever. That technically works, though. Let's see what that looks like. This technically works. But I'm generally not taking... Oh, but you can't take that because the R to R is screwy because we're looking at 2 candles. Horrible time to take shorts. Not really, but it is. So just don't take shorts, dude. The post-election, the Q4, the Walmart Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales. Don't freaking do it, dude. Hindsight's 2020. I'm just gonna draw this in though. But that's just a horrible zone. What you do get here is this the beginning of all the reversal? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about, dude. Horrible stuff going on. Atrocious. Dubious. I've been watching 1883. That's the Yellowstone thing. I didn't know that came out like 2 years ago. I like it. And I'm not saying that just because I saw this up here. Okay? I swear to God, I'm not a sheep. 2021 was the first day. Well, that's 2022, basically. So, here's something. You technically get this liquid titty getting broken. And also breaking its own high back here. You do get another weird little lower high here, but, you know, if we're being a silly goose about this, you can kind of, well, hindsight's 2020, but you can kind of take that. This is the very bottom of a... This is why I really should do replay mode with you guys. But there you go. 8.5, that's nothing. Yeah. I mean, what? Really? Yeah, that sucks. Keeps going up. Keeps going up. Keeps going up. Goes down. Get a supply zone on the downside. Nothing happens. You get a... I'm going to draw this one out because it looks like something goes down over here. I'm just thinking about tornadoes now and stuff. I just watched the episode with a tornado. This is a good structure, but... So the break of this low following the break of this high. That looks good to go higher, but then what you end up with is this dog shit wiki shit that you can't take. And then you get this. And you still can't take that. There's nothing good going on there. But this happens where you go here. Really nice candle. No wick on that. On the top. Jeepers creepers. I don't like this at all, though. This second one. So if we're being strict and sticking to the rules, you don't take that. I think if you're, no, there's just like no universe in which you would take that unless you're being real ballsy. But we're going to draw it out. This is all sideways. Look how flat the EMA is. It's just sideways, dude. Look how flat the EMA is. Is this really like only 13 points? 221. Yeah, holy shit. So it's also just like not moving. You can kind of draw this thing in here. Looks like nothing happens when you get over there. What? Sorry about my heartburn. You guys gotta listen to it. This is actually what's going on here. No, that's not very good. That's not very good going down. Unless, again, if you took one bar here, maybe you take one bar here and pop into that supply zone real quick. That's a flip of the 200 EMA. We were talking about that earlier in the other video, which will probably come out right after this video. And I mean, jeepers creepers, son, that's the one. Just take a 1-to-1 there. Oh, dude, in the last video I estimated a 1-to-1 so good, bro. But yeah, if you're, I mean, we're not really factoring runners into this or whatever, but you can definitely take this down. At least, you know, if you are going to run it, take it down there. But okay, so that's not bad. And then we come down here. But we, you know, again, hindsight 2020. We know what's happening. We know what's going to happen because we're looking back at the charts. This is just dog shit, dog shit. And then we start to go up. Make a new low, start to go up. Without, there's no opportunity here. Go up. This is not good opportunity, but yeah, you don't get a good bounce off that. You're going up, really just. I mean, I think what the action's generally telling you is that it's just not interested in doing anything of consequence. At least nothing of consequence that you can get in on. And I'm being kind of goofy with I'm just throwing zones out, okay? This is a good zone. Here's a good zone. I've just been tossing zones all over so we can kind of see what's going on, but this is finally a good zone. It just goes straight through that. And what time is it on? And now you're at 4 o'clock. So, I mean, go frick yourself, dude. It's just not it. Okay. I'm glad I didn't look at that day because that sucked. I did take a trade on Monday. I took a trade. What the hell's going on here? Okay. I took a trade on Monday. Jeepers. Which I have right here for reference. Let's just look at it on TradingView. I mean, on Ninja Trader, it's not that bad. given our circumstances. Okay, so you have your first little situation here right at market open. I mean, now that NinjaTrader has this measurement, it's just, you're now a contender, 7.11. So obviously, you know, you can make that a one-to-one. After this little retracement down, after you've been going up all night, sideways, starting to go up pre-market, and then this is where it makes its retracement, decides to go up. That's your one-to-one. If you want to take that, you can take that. It's not even 10 points, so don't take it. And you get up in there. What the heck is this? Oh, I did draw that. Okay. Oh, so I drew it from these two green bars, not this one. You should really include that one. And this might have been retroactive, so that doesn't count. But if I did, okay. If you want to get excited and buy there and sell at this high because you think this is reversing, which it happens to, that's where you get your 20 points. And then you can be done. You can call it a day. You can be done with that. That happens very quickly. Good for you if that happens, really. Then you get this huge thing pops off. Doesn't really touch that again. Another pop with a zone that doesn't get touched. Another pop. It hangs out up here. Fellas, we hate to see this, okay? It's just going. It's just going around. But I did mark that out. And again, I can't remember. Okay, that must have been the one that I took. It's funny because we have two winners, and I didn't take either of them. So, you'll see what happens. But, zone, decent zone, not great. If you drew it from up here, you're really screwed. Especially if you take these two, you're really cooked right there. But we did get this low that took out its own high, made a new high, came back down, take the low out. So if you take this up to the high of highs here, which at this point like down here, when you took this was a little retracement down after being high. And then it says, okay, I'm going to go up. So I think it's not unsafe to take this little retracement down. You might think it's going to go down. Well, it's a really strong bull market, and like you might think, I don't know, you might think it's just going to come down to this supply. So you might see this as a fake out. Oh my God, this demand, sorry, and the EMA. So this honestly might be something that you stay out of because you see it as a fake out. But if you take it, that does you pretty good. 37 points. And here we have the worst play of the game, which I took. So the signal bars looked really nice. And this didn't turn into a fake out because it didn't bounce off of this zone, but it was a fake out. It wasn't a fake out into this zone. It was a fake out lower, So I took this because breaking this low broke its high, but all this shit is choppy, so it kind of doesn't matter. But you just got two really beautiful signal bars, but I think this tells us that the signal bars are less important than some other factors, at least in this case. And I think the main thing here is that this is the end. This is the end of this bullish move. You see it kind of peter out, but it's been bullish all day. It's noon, so you're losing a little bit of volume. It just didn't work out. You can't even take 1-to-1 on that. I mean, that was a 1-to-1. So just a bad trade. It's overextended. It's too high. That's one where you just gotta. The mechanics aren't gonna help you on that one. That's one where you gotta read the price action that's going on in general. Then it comes down, breaks through this really big demand zone. Sometimes we've just been seeing it break through zones and then go higher. I had another zone. Oh, I drew this one out. Okay. I don't think this was live, but I drew this one out because that's another W. I mean, look at all these W's, and I took the one that lost. This is 8.86. Oh, really not that much. And this was, again, kind of a weird little supply zone. Oh, my God. Demand zone, whatever. It's a zone. It doesn't matter. You know if I'm going long or short, right? You wouldn't short this. Doesn't matter what kind of zone it is. And you see, there's a lot of times, too, I feel like lately, where if you do buy in here, it kind of goes right back against you and then makes a new higher low and then goes back up. So it's like sometimes if that higher low gives you an opportunity to buy back in lower, you might as well just like do that. I don't know. And now it's 4 p.m. Yep, that's it, dude. But just stay on top of your shit. Watch your shit. Look at your shit. Don't be silly. I want to get back. I want to do another eval. You saw me take a couple of losses this week. But I feel like just read the price action. You know, if you're looking at the charts, you kind of know, you're going to start knowing intuitively when. And that's what I was worried. That was in the back of my head. I think if you want to play it safe and you just want to minimize your risk and you just want to get used to not taking even one trade a day if you don't have to, just like be okay with letting that little voice in the back of your you can't obviously get too fearful all the time, but if you just let that little voice that says you're right here, you're looking at this price action, and that's all you can see, and that little voice in the back of your head right here saying, those signal bars look good, but this is a little overextended, bucko. And you see how much this is grinding upwards? I mean, it's kind of grinding upwards all over, but sometimes just let that voice win out, because sometimes the voice is right, dude. Sometimes your gut, if you look at enough charts, your gut instinct starts to kick in. You gotta balance your gut instinct from looking at charts with your emotions of wanting to actually take a trade that day. I think it kind of really depends on who you are and what your strategy is, but I think for me and my strategy, if I say, okay, we're going to take 0 to 1 trades a day, instead of saying we're going to take 3 to 5 trades a day, instead of saying we're going to take 1 to 2 trades a day. Because if your strategy takes 3 to 5 trades a day, that doesn't mean minimum take 3 trades just because your strategy says that. It means generally take 3 to 5 trades. But you don't, by saying that, you don't want to create the expectation that you're like, okay, so I got to take 3 trades today, or I'm not trading enough, or I'm not going to make enough money. You know, you can make plenty of money taking 1 trade a day. And you can make even more money by not losing money. And the way you don't lose money is by not over trading. So 0 to 1 trades. I like that. I don't hate that. So just, take 0 to 1 trades. And again, like, this is just because I want to do this with this strategy doesn't mean you have to take 0 to 1 trades. But if you find that if you're someone who works during the day, if you're someone who gets super fidgety and when you're in a trade you get emotional, this is kind of like a shortcut, bro. Like, that's why I started doing this. It's because when I'm in trades, I make bad decisions. You've seen my other videos. You probably haven't, but they're there. And in my other videos, I'm like in trades, and I start messing with my profit target and my stop losses. And what that does, mainly profit target, honestly, it's greed. It's not fear. Well, it's both. But mainly the profit target, messing around with that. And I end up missing out on my profit because of a mix of fear and greed. And if I can't look at the screen, and if I can't touch the profit target and the take profit and the stop loss and the profit then it doesn't matter what I'm feeling, because I'm not feeling nothing, because I'm not looking at the charts. And that's how I take 0 to 1 trades. You gotta it feels like you're missing out. It's FOMO. It really is FOMO, because you're like 0 to 1 trades. Oh man. Especially when you're looking back, and if you do see a day, kind of like this, like Monday, there were three? Yeah, 2 or 3 good opportunities. You're like, oh, but there's all this stuff happening. Dude, just take one. Just take a slice. You don't need the whole pie, brother. You don't need the whole pie. There were 4 trades. There were 3 good trades, and I took one that wasn't a real trade. So, dude, just, take a deep breath. Back off. Back it up. Back that big thing up. Merry Christmas.